What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And today we're going to work on some Russell fittings and getting the fuel line set up. Alright, well, everything's clean as I can get it. Gauges are right there for now. Even underneath, that's relatively clean. I took the fuel pump fuse out because I've been putting it off, but I need to deal with this whole situation. I'm going to take this one off, put the metal one on, show you the difference there. I need to cut this more to length and get it there, and get the new Russell 180 on as well. Okay, here's the difference between, this is I guess the original version, which has this plastic clip that clips onto the fuel rail for the quick release, and you're able to push it in and then slide it off. The issue though is, I think sometimes this can break down, or this clip, this is where it attaches to the barb and locks it in. It might, weaken and then end up shooting off, which would then spray gas all over your, well, wherever it is. The new version, which is, let me get the part number here. The new version, which is this 644-123, is a metal fitting that is threaded in this side. So you'll stick it in, you'll stick it onto the fuel rail, then stick this over the fuel rail, and you will actually screw it into the housing. And as long as as long as the threads are good, it's not going to come off. So this is a much more reliable solution, and I wanted to go ahead and do that. Since I got to upgrade I got to cut the fuel hose and all that stuff anyways, I went ahead and got the upgrade on that, as well as the fuel filter. If I would have had this sitting up vertical, the 90-degree would have been just fine, but I kind of like it like this. Gives a little better room for the hoses. I need to cut and reflare those, but I think I still like it like this. So I want that 180, and that 180 is going to provide a nice clean look as it goes around there. So I got to measure this up, measure the fuel line up, tape it off, and cut it. This is really easy to put on. As you see, it's got to be past here, and you'll just slide this on, slide this down, and then thread it in. Of course, you want to get some wrenches and torque it down a little better, but that's all that one takes. Much better solution. So I have it measured to fit how I want. Now we got to cut it. After you get the wire or the hose cut, you want to take off your tape. Let me take off my glove first to be able to handle this better. You want to take off the tape. You put the tape on here just to help reduce the chance of fraying. You undo your fitting. Slide this up and in the furthest you can. You want to get it as close, you have to get it as close as possible to the actual seat inside there. Once you get the hose seated up in there far enough, you'll just grab a little dab of the lube, or I just get a little bit of oil just to help it slide on. And I like holding it from the hose. I did not like the way that's fitting. I'm gonna pull it off and do it one more time. All right, I took it off and trying it one more time. My fuel system, fuel goes in that way, goes around the back, comes around here, and goes right in there to a 180. I am a little bit concerned because this 180 is a little bit narrow, and it kind of, you know, forces on there, and I'm not sure if it's possible after time, if that rubs, that that could actually end up causing a hole. So I'll need to pay attention to that, or end up having to switch it to something else. We'll see. All right, so what I ended up doing once I got it on, I got some of the old regular fuel line and I just, you know, wedged it in here just to keep it from fraying that. I'm thinking maybe, you know, if I end up redoing these lines, I'm gonna cut the hard lines down lower, and I might rotate this all the way back and make a mount on the wall. Then I'll switch this to another 90, so it'll come up, go out of the 90 and go directly. I think that will be a really nice clean look, and without, you know, the ABS stuff there, it seems like we should have enough space to make something. That would be pretty cool. All right, just to sum up everything, I used a C5 fuel filter pressure regulator unit that allowed the, you know, you have your feed line and then your return line going into that, and then the feed line into the fuel rail. I used some Russell AN fittings and Russell line. I mean, that's all I did. As you saw, it was a little bit high up. Need to cut the hard lines down a little more and then flare them down toward the firewall. Then I could wrap those and it'll look a lot cleaner. That's all I got. Peace.